Saying good morning to our listeners via Classic Radio 105.5, 105.9. Good morning to you. Those of you via GBN TV, whether it's Channel 7, Channel 11, or Channels 20, good morning. What about our social media audience? Those of you via Facebook page, YouTube channels, and GBN's webpage, good morning to you and welcome to the Mid Morning Buzz here. And with me this morning, we have my two guests with me this morning, and it's another edition of Cooperative Spotlight. Let me say good morning to, maybe I should refer to him as one of my regulars, Mr. Claude Emmons with me this morning, and we have Mrs. Michelle Alexis. Good morning to both of you. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, Claude, as I said, you're one of the regulars. Yeah. Well, Michelle, welcome. I think it's the first time I'm having you on the show, and good morning. Tell me something about yourself before we move on.
My name is Michelle Alexis. I'm the Technical and Development Officer at the Grenada Cooperative League. My focus is with the credit unions.
Okay.
That's the financial cooperatives.
All right.
And Mr. Stroud, who you had on your program, is responsible for the non-financial cooperative, which is the Spice and Janitorial, the CTEC, and so.
Okay. I like the way you make the description, because some folks sometimes make that mistake in terms of the financial and non-financial ones.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
They forget that credit unions are cooperatives.
All right, great. So we kick off our conversation this morning, and my first question that I want to pose to you this morning: how is cooperatives managed? Tell them who's going to take up the battle on that this morning.
All right, so I'll kick it off this morning. Cooperatives are really managed by a board of directors, right? It's stipulated in the act that board of directors should manage a cooperative. Now, the board is comprised of between 5 and 13 members,
All right.
all odd numbers.
All right.
Yes.
So when you say the board are managed by 5, is it that in order to manage a cooperative, you should not have more, or you should not have less than 13?
You should not have less than 5.
Less than 5.
Or more than 13.
More than 13.
Yes.
All right. So 13 maximum.
13 maximum.
13 maximum. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Uh-huh.
All right. And anything in response to that? Anything to add on that, Ms.?
Sure. The cooperatives, the cooperatives is different to the regular business.
Mm-hmm.
The cooperatives, you come to the annual general meeting, and the annual general meeting elect the directors. Mm-hmm. And the directors come together as a board, and they elect the president, the vice president, the secretary, and the treasurer. And these persons together will manage the affairs of the cooperative. If they have a manager, now some of their responsibilities will be given to the manager to ensure. So they make the decisions at the board level, and the manager ensures they are executed.
All right. You said the word direct there, which brings me to my next question. What are the role and responsibility of the board of directors?
They have various roles. Some of the roles are the responsibility of the board of directors. One is to develop policies. They are the ones that develop the policies of the organization. They have to ensure that the organization is governed properly, effectively, efficiently, that things are transparent, things are being done above board. They're also the ones responsible that if the organization wants to undergo a major activity, they are the ones that will go to the financial institutions to get the credit and so
All right.
in the financial institution. But also, in order for them to get credit, the AGM has to it. Normally you have something at AGMs. I don't know if you have ever attended an AGM and you hear a resolution being passed to approve a maximum borrowing limit.
Okay.
So you approve a maximum borrowing limit, so the board has the authority now to borrow, but they cannot borrow in excess of that amount. So for example, if you go to the AGM and you get a borrowing limit of $1 million, you cannot borrow nothing above $1 million, anything below that. So every time you want to build a building or develop a project, you don't have to go to the AGM every time and the membership every time. So you set a borrowing limit and you do accordingly, but you keep your membership informed.
All right. How important it is for a cooperative to keep their membership informed?
Well, it's very important. I think we have to remember that the membership are the final decision makers, right? So whatever the board does, they should keep the membership informed. Membership, they should know what is going on, what decisions they are being made by the board, and if they agree with it, Yes.
Okay, great.
Because at the end of the day, remember
Yeah.
the monies we are using are the monies of the members. So you have to give proper account how the monies are being used.
Right. Interesting.
They must be kept informed.
No, you. With all been said, there's something that says the powers of the board. What is the powers of the board of directors? What kind of powers are they attribute to or have, you'd say, in terms of what they can and cannot do?
Okay. Well, if I might begin with, one of the power of the board is to exercise the power of the cooperative, directly or indirectly, through the employees and through the agents of the cooperative. That's one of the power that they have.
Yes.
All right. So whatever mandate the cooperative have, they have the power now to execute that mandate through the employees and the agents.
All right.
Yes.
Now, when I say the powers, do they have is there a time limit for execution in terms of that?
Yes, when they come to the board meeting and they make decisions, they would let's say for example they decide to implement develop a strategic plan. They will have a timeline that they will want the strategic plan to be completed by, so that they will ensure they follow a certain work plan to ensure that the strategic plan is done, approved, and